All right, today I'm going to give you 2 things you need to get done in college. 2 things above all.
Hoop loud.
Everybody knows the first thing is always going to be grades. The first thing is always going to be academics. The first thing is always going to be classes. But I'm going to take it a step further. Under that umbrella, you need to make sure that it's actually a class or a degree that's worth having. It does you no good to make straight A's and pick a degree that is not going to be helpful or advantageous for you after you graduate. Well, even though it's going to help you stay on the team, if it does not help you feed your family afterwards, then really, what does it matter? I don't care how many championships you have. I don't care how many MVP awards you have. Because guess what? Them MVP awards, you can't necessarily feed your family with that. Okay, I had a young man that came in the office recently that was talking about he's going to go back to school to get his degree. He's already been on a full ride football scholarship, but he's going to go back and pick a major that he really wanted. And I was thinking to myself, man, you just wasted time. You played football, but you wasted time. That means the school used you as a tool, but you didn't use the game of football as a tool. Don't do that. Pick something that you're going to be able to use when you leave the school. Now, I'm not telling you to pick something astronomical, something that you don't even care about, but something you think is going to make a lot of money. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying pick something that you're interested in, pick something that's going to be worth your time, and pick something you're going to be able to use after you graduate from school. Now, the second thing you may not think about, it slides by a lot of people, and that is relationships. What type of relationships do you have? Now, sometimes you go to a school and you really don't care about it. You may be tempted to say, oh, man, I'm just here to go to school, get my degree, and leave. That's the wrong mentality to have, because you don't tap into the relationships you have. Relationships you build in college, they will be the strongest network you have for the first 5 years after you leave college. I have been in situations where I've been offered jobs, more than one, before they see my resume. Why is that? Why is that the case? That's the case because of the relationships that I was able to foster on those college campuses. And I want that times 10 for you. I want, when you leave whatever university you're in, whatever college you're in, for people to be able to say positive things about you. Okay, because that's what it all boils down to. What will people be able to say about you in your absence? Are you keeping up mess? And every time that you leave a place, they're always talking about how much you keep up mess and rumors, and always come to school. You come to class high, you're smelling like weed, you're smelling like alcohol, you're always late, you're always fighting, all these things matter. All these things matter before they even find out your resume. So freeze. Think about it right now. If you had to leave your current school, whether that's high school or college, right now, who would you be able to put on paper as far as references? Who would you be able to put on paper as far as could get you a job? Who would speak well on your behalf if you had to leave right now and they had nothing to do with your sport? Who would you pick? Think about that. And that's what I want you to focus on, right? And I'm not talking about athletic directors. I'm not talking about coaches. They're supposed to say nice things about you. And if they don't say nice things about you, then you're really in trouble. But I want you to take a step further than that. I want to talk about principals. I want to talk about deans of students. I want to talk about presidents. I want to talk about vice presidents of student affairs. I want to talk about professors. All those individuals. What would they say about you? Your relationships. What would they say about you? And further from that, I'm not just talking about faculty and staff as it relates to relationships. Let's talk about the people you hang around with. Are these people going to serve as wings and carry you higher to different altitudes? Or are these people weights and they pull you down lower? They have bad habits and their bad habits become your bad habits. Or they have good habits and their good habits become your good habits. They study well before the exam, so it translates to you studying well before your exam. So think about that. What relationships are you covering? What relationships are you keeping? Because your relationships and your grades, meaning how you do in school, will be the determining factor is if it was worth your time to go to college or not.
Hoop loud.